Good evening. A protest of the Trump administration in Frankenmuth gets heated as pepper spray is used and a protester is knocked to the ground. It was around 5 on Wednesday evening in Little Bavaria, and a group of protesters were voicing their displeasure with President Donald Trump. One of the protesters got into a verbal tiff with the police officer, and the protester claims he was knocked to the ground. And Terry, the protester was waving a flag with some foul language.
He was, Angie, and that may have set off this little skirmish. Now, we have learned the man who pushed the protester was an off-duty Frankenmuth police officer, and the Michigan State Police is investigating to see if there will be any criminal charges.
Don't like the man at all.
Ronald Conant is talking about President Donald Trump, and Conant has been part of dozens of protests in mid-Michigan. Wednesday evening, a group was at the corner of Cass and Main in Frankenmuth.
We go in the red areas not because we like conflict, but because there's people in there that want to be seen and heard.
But there was some conflict as Conant was confronted by a man who we have learned is an off-duty Frankenmuth police officer.
Basically telling me I was worthless and I was no good for nothing and horrible.
Conant was holding this flag with an expletive about Trump and his supporters. Police say there was some finger pointing and pushing, and Conant says he pulled out a can of pepper spray when he was grabbed by the off-duty officer. Conant sprayed the officer, saying it was in self-defense. Conant ended up on the ground.
Took me to the ground. He did something. He swept my legs out from underneath me, I do believe.
Conant was also impacted by the pepper spray, as were other protesters. An on-duty Frankenmuth police officer arrived and at first pinned Conant to the ground as he still had the pepper spray. The on-duty officer said this to the group.
This is Frankenmuth, guys. You guys are allowed to protest and do everything, but when pepper spray comes out, that's a bit ridiculous, don't you think?
Conant, the off-duty officer, and others had their eyes flushed with water to treat the pepper spray. Protest organizer Kim Rowan says this was the group's third visit to Frankenmuth since Trump has been in office.
We understand that not all of the stuff on our sign people agree with, and we're all right with that. And you can have a discussion with one of us about it, but you can't put your hands on someone.
And the protesters did not know the man was an off-duty police officer at the time. Now, Frankenmuth Police Chief Don Maurer says the off-duty officer has a few regular days off and is not on leave. He says his department will do a separate review on the officer's actions.